You may be seated. Since today is a longer morning and I will be speaking to you again at the annual meeting, allow me now to just share a short homily on our gospel and our seasons of the church year. So after weeks of Mary's blue and festive white, we are now back to ordinary green and what is called ordinary time. In the church, ordinary can refer to orders, such as bishops, priests, and deacons. And it can also mean ordinal, such as numbered series, second Sunday after the Epiphany, third Sunday after the Epiphany. If you Google the definition of ordinary, it tells you with no special or distinctive features, normal. In these times we live, I'll take normal. Normal sounds pretty good right now, doesn't it? But notice something about these ordered, normal seasons between Epiphany and Lent, Pentecost and Advent, is that they take up most of our church year. So they must be more than ordinary. So in these ordered, normal times when we are not preparing, we are not celebrating, does anything happen? Are we resting at church, lying fallow, waiting for the next liturgical color change? Hardly. In this green season, something very intentional is happening. We are actually growing in our personal relationship with Jesus. We are growing not because of a bunch of excitement from guiding stars and angels and earthquakes and eclipses and rushing winds and tongues of fire. Nope. It's just Him and us with some simple words spoken into our everyday lives. Follow me. So think about this. Peter, Andrew, James, and John were just going about their business, right? Tending to their boats and their nets, repetitive work, just like the things all of us do every day of our lives. Nothing announced Jesus' arrival, no lightning to get their attention or like some strange breeze that gave them a chill. No. Jesus just spoke to them in that completely normal moment. And I believe that something inside of them recognized Jesus for who he was. So while they could have, they didn't ignore this man who spoke to them with such a weird turn of phrase about people fishing. They listened and they obeyed the part that they understood. Their ordinary lives became far from ordinary, which means as Christians, our ordinary lives are far from ordinary. These green, growing, ordered, normal weeks are far from ordinary as well. Does this green look undistinctive to you? It's just as brilliant as all of our other liturgical colors. We know that green times are not for preparation or celebration. So instead, these quieter, ordered, normal times are a time for listening. Jesus speaks to us in our everyday lives. So think right now, what's the equivalent of casting or mending nets in your life? Would that be folding laundry, sending an email, stirring a pot of soup, pulling weeds? I don't know. But keep your listening ears on. The green season is most of our church year. And that means that most of our year is devoted to listening to Jesus in our normal everyday lives. No craziness, no hoopla, no flashing lights, just a voice that speaks directly to us to tell us he is with us and invites us to a new life. So when you see the green, green means go, right? We all know that. So listen closely. The fishermen went, and I pray, so will you. Go and grow. Amen.